Hi, and welcome to another video from Pureland Supply. In this video, we're going to go over the lamp replacement steps for this Optoma DLP projector. This particular projector is the Optoma HD20. It uses either the SP.8MQ01GC01 or the BL-FP230D projector lamp. This particular projector is part of the Optoma HD20 family. These lamps will fit in the HD20, HD23, the HD200, and all of the models that are listed on the screen right now. To see that list in more detail, click on the link in our description, scroll about 3/4 of the way down the page, and you'll be able to review that list for yourself to see if your projector is on there. The reason there are two lamps for this projector is because the lamps are dictated by the serial number, meaning the lamp you need is determined by the first three characters of the serial number of your projector. So before you buy a lamp, or if you've already purchased a lamp and it's not fitting, double check the serial number on the data plate on your projector. Every projector has a data plate. The Optoma HD20 series, which includes this one, always has the data plate in the same location. Find that data plate and then find your serial number. You'll see the first three characters, Q8N, on this projector. That refers to the SP.8MQ01GC01 projector lamp. If the serial number was Q8E through Q8M, as in Mary, it would take the BL-FP230D. In fact, I will put up on the screen right here where if your serial number is between Q8E through Q8M, you need the BL-FP230D. And if your serial number is between Q8N, as in Nancy, like this projector, and Q8Z, you need the SP.8MQ01GC01. The bare bulb used in both lamps is identical. They both use an Osram 230 watt 0.8 E20.8. However, the housing is slightly different in a few places, and installation is very difficult if you don't have the proper lamp. So double check your serial number, order your lamp as per the serial number, and then once your lamp arrives, you can take it out of the box, like I did with the SP.8MQ01GC01 that we're going to use for this projector. And then I'm going to actually put this one out of the way to eliminate any confusion. After you take the lamp out of the box and take it out of the protective foam bag that it's wrapped up in, first thing we need to do is make sure the projector is unplugged. The plug's right in the back of the projector. If your projector is ceiling mounted, you may need to dismount it to change the lamp out, but for the sake of this video, we're going to assume the projector's already been taken down or is used as a tabletop projector. So we're going to unplug the power, put that power cord out of the way. We unplug the power to protect ourselves and protect the projector. Always unplug it first thing before you do anything else. Second thing you want to do is make sure you have the proper tools you need. For this particular projector lamp replacement, we only need a Phillips head screwdriver. In this case, we are going to use a PH2. That seems to be a good screw bit size for the fasteners we're going to be dealing with. Now, a little tip to protect the top of your projector from getting scratched, or to protect your table that you're working on, use the foam bag that we send the lamp in as a cushion to lay the projector on top of. That way you can flip it over without worrying about scratching anything. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to locate the lamp access door. On this series projector, the lamp access door is located right here. If your lamp has never been replaced before, make sure that you're aware of this sticker. When these projectors are new, this is kind of your warranty seal. This sticker will be covering that screw hole. I can't tell you the amount of projectors that I've seen of this series that have all kinds of plastic chewed up here, because this screw was found, taken out, but not this one. And then people sit there and they pry at it with a flathead or a knife, and inevitably they find that screw, but not before chewing the plastic up. So to take these screws out, we're going to loosen them until they make a little hopping noise. Same thing for this one. These are captive screws. They will not come out of the door. They stay attached. Just make sure you don't lose them if they do come out, but they shouldn't. Then just hinge the door open. You'll see there's two little catches on the back that lock into there. Then you'll notice this little tab right here. That tab is the safety interlock door switch tab. It drops into that slot and hits a little switch in there to tell the projector that the door is in place and that it's safe to turn on. So we'll set that door out of the way. Then we're going to loosen these two screws right here. Same thing, loosen them until you feel them hop. And then to actually take the lamp out, take your screwdriver, just go underneath that handle, give it a little push. That'll pop it up, make it easy to get to. Then you should be able to just kind of lift the lamp straight up and out. We're going to set the old lamp off to the side. Take our new lamp. We're going to flip the handle up the same way. Makes it a little easier to maneuver. And then we just set it straight on down. Now I have noticed that sometimes it takes a little wiggling. That's okay. There are little alignment pins underneath the screws or next to the screws, depending on how you're looking at it. These little white pins coming up, they help make sure the lamp is sitting in the correct position. If you don't see those little pins coming up through the hole, keep working on the lamp to make sure it's seated down all the way. The connector for the lamp, this guy right here, can be snug when it plugs in, so you may have to give these a little bit of, not force, but just a little bit of effort to make sure it's down all the way. Once it feels like it's down, then take your screwdriver again, and we're going to tighten these screws until they stop. You do not want to over tighten them. If you over tighten them, it can make it a real chore to get them out when the lamp goes bad eventually in a few years. So again, just down till they stop, and then maybe just a tiny bit more. There's really no real rule to it, just so they stop and so they can't back out on their own from vibration from the fans. So I like to bring them down, and then once it stops, just a tiny little twist more. Then push the handle back down so it latches. We don't need that flopping around. If it's loose, it won't hurt anything, but rattling noises in projectors can alarm people sometimes, so make sure that's locked down. Then we're going to take our door again. We're going to put that back, lining up that notch and that notch with those holes right there. And then the door just hinges down. You can hear the click of the switch. So I'm going to hold this down. I've tried tightening it with it sitting up like that, and sometimes that can make the door a little not flat. So just put a finger on it, hold it down, take your screwdriver, run one screw in till it stops. We're just going for snug again, just like the lamp housing. And then the same thing with the other one, just down till it stops, and then just a tiny bit more. And that's it. The lamp is now replaced. We can take the projector and flip it back over, and then we will get our power cord. We're going to plug that power cord back in, and we should get a standby light. If for some reason you do not get a standby light, or if you get some flashing lights, unplug the projector, take that lamp cover off again, take the lamp out, put it back in, retighten the screws, replace the door, tighten those back down again, and then plug it back in a second time. Most of the time, it's because the door is not seated properly and that little door switch isn't being clicked in. The reason I suggest removing the lamp and putting it back in is just to make sure that the lamp is seated all the way too. If the lamp isn't seated all the way, the door can't seat all the way. So it's just a good way to do it. After that, we're going to take the lens cap off, and then we will press the power button to verify that everything's working. And now you can see there's the Optoma logo, incredibly out of focus, of course, because it's close. But you can see there that says Optoma. The next thing we need to do is reset the lamp timer. To reset the lamp timer, we need to go into the menu by pressing the menu button, and then using the arrow keys on the remote or on the projector itself. I want to go to System, not Setup. Then under System, press the right arrow key, and that'll bring us into the System menu, which you can see here. And we are going to go to Lamp Settings, again pressing the right arrow. Now the lamp in this projector was replaced recently, so I will not actually be resetting the hours on this projector, but I'll show you where we go. You can see where the lamp hours are listed, 380, so I'm not going to be resetting that. But this is where we would reset it. You go to Lamp Reset, you press Enter, and then you press the right arrow until On is highlighted yellow. Once On is highlighted yellow, you would press Enter again. And that would reset your hours that would be listed up top that are hopefully well over 380. If you're replacing your projector lamp and your hours are this low, you should probably email us or call us, and we can make sure there's nothing else wrong with your projector. Now hopefully your hours say 1800, 2200, something like that. Then you can go and reset it with the new lamp, and then you'll be good to go. After that, the only other thing I suggest doing is going back to the System menu again, and then go down to Test Pattern, press Enter, and turn on the grid. And just leave this on for a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, and just make sure everything runs happily. Make sure you don't have any weird smells, make sure it's not making any weird noises. If you bought a lamp from us, the chances of that happening are incredibly low, but it's always a good thing to do. After that, the next thing to do is put your old lamp away. The reason I say putting your old lamp away is the next thing we're going to do is if your lamp was still working when you took it out, lamp hours were way up there, it was being recommended to change it, or you noticed the image is really dim, but you still had light from your old lamp, save it. It still works. It's not a great lamp, but it's good for a backup. The other reason you want to save it is for at least 6 months, I'd recommend keeping your packaging from the new lamp. In the event that you need to use your warranty, it's much better for everybody if you have the original packaging. It protects the lamp for shipment, and it just generally makes things much easier. So take your old lamp, as long as it didn't, wasn't bursted when you took it out, or, had glass everywhere. Take your old lamp, wrap it up in the bag. I like to put them in the box, and then I like to get just a little scrap of paper. You can even use this thing that comes in the top of the lamp box. So I like to take that. We'll put our foam back in the box, and then I take this little insert that comes with the lamp, and then I write today's date on it. 1/2/21. And then I'll stick that in the box. And the reason I do that is now I know what date I changed the lamp out. So if something happens to this lamp a year or 2 years down the line, and I'm not sure when I replaced it last, I can take my spare lamp out of storage, I can open it up, and I can see that I replaced it on the 2nd of January 2021. And these will store fine for a very long time, so don't worry about that. And then the absolute last thing we need to do here is turn off this projector. So I take it out of menu by pressing menu, I take it out of the test pattern by pressing menu. And then we're going to press the power button once. It says, "Are you sure you want to turn it off?" I press the power button again, and and then that turns it off and puts it in the standby. So that's all there is to do when changing your projector lamp in this Optoma HD23, HD20, HD200 series projectors. Again, click on the link in our description and that'll take you right to our website where you can purchase a lamp for yourself. Or if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to email us at sales@PurelandSupply.com or give us a call at 610-444-0590. And again, thank you for watching.